In 1924, Will Dilg and the Izaak Walton League succeed in creating the Upper Mississippi National Wildlife and Fish Refuge. And in succeeding in doing so, they've really established a new vision for the Mississippi River, a conservation vision. And they really think they're going to have the river to themselves because navigation has essentially died by the mid-1920s. But at the same time, there's a new movement for a bigger navigation project that would become, in 1930, the 9-foot navigation project, the building of locks and dams 3 through 26. And they were really worried what that would do to this newfound refuge. So the Izaak Walton League organizes a campaign to really take on that navigation vision and say, hey, there's another way to look at this river. And so they try to push back against the effort for navigation. They can't stop it, but they raise their voice in a way that's never been raised before, of saying there is a new vision for the river, a multiple use vision, and this river needs to be shared and protected. And they carry this vision into the 1930s. In Minneapolis, St. Paul, they're putting all the sewage and stormwater into the Mississippi River. And Judson Wicks, a member of the Izaak Walton League here, basically says this is fundamentally wrong. It's scandalous that we would treat this great river that way. And so he starts pushing for sewage treatment in the Twin Cities, and he succeeds. By 1934, the state legislature has authorized the Pig's Eye Sewage Treatment Plant, which will clean up the Mississippi tremendously. In the 1920s and 1930s, the river had almost died. The oxygen content of the river from here in St. Paul to Hastings was zero. Large sewage mats covered the river. Once that sewage treatment plant is completed, within only months, the sewage mats go away and the fishery begins to recover. And so if you take that up to today, the Izaak Walton League has continued to evolve its position into more of an ecosystem and environmental perspective of preserving habitat along the Mississippi River, which is really essential to what I do. As chief of the Resource Management Division, I'm in charge of trying to protect the natural resources of the 72-mile corridor. And we really look to allies like the Izaak Walton League to help us do that. The League has really stood up and helped on this Asian carp invasion that's coming to the Mississippi River here. And without partners like the Izaak Walton League and others, we would just be the voice of big government. But with them, it's the voice of constituents, just not here, but nationwide. So thanks for all that you've done over the last 90 years, and I look forward to your 100th anniversary as well as your 90th.